What's up, you guys? Welcome back to The Fame, and Joy Anna Duggar's husband Austin Forsyth avoids trial and reaches settlement in real estate fraud case. Derick Dillard seemingly blames money in Josh Duggar's case. Jill Duggar slammed for using an R. Kelly song in her Instagram stories. Jinger shares date night with Jeremy after successful book club launch. Kendra Duggar and sister Lauren look like twins in new pic just after their mom gave birth to her 9th child. Counting on star Joy Anna Duggar's husband, Austin Forsyth, dodged trial and reached a settlement in his real estate fraud case. Austin was sued in October 2019 for fraud and negligence after he was accused of not getting the proper permits for the septic system of a home he renovated and sold. A source revealed both parties have reached a settlement and requested the case be dismissed on May 21, according to court papers. An Arkansas judge granted the dismissal of the case. Derick Dillard calls for equal justice following Josh Duggar's arrest. Former Counting On star Derick Dillard is once again speaking out against his brother-in-law Josh Duggar. In a new tweet, Derick calls for equal justice. Fans think he's hinting that money has something to do with Josh's release on conditions. They are hoping that money won't get Josh out of his possible charges later this year. Jim Bob Duggar has a pretty impressive net worth, and fans worry that he will pay for any costs associated with Josh's legal troubles. Of course, much of this is speculation, as the family is opting to stay quiet amid the arrest and trial. Still, there's no denying that many of Derick's tweets have seemingly been directed at Josh. In a tweet this weekend, Derick wrote, "Legal justice should not depend on how much extra cash you have to spend on legal fees, but sadly, that is sometimes still the reality. Equal justice." In response, fans are talking about the possible meanings of this tweet, and all signs seem to point to Josh. It seems like many of Derick's Instagram followers fear that Josh or another family member will pay for whatever costs are incurred throughout the process. Fans speculate that Josh might have been released on conditions thanks to his dad's wealth. One of Derick's followers writes, "He'll get what's coming to him this time. The feds don't mess around. It may not make up for what he did to all his victims, but he will get some punishment this time." Jill Duggar slammed for using an R. Kelly song in her Instagram stories. Jill Duggar shared a video on social media over the weekend of her husband, Derick Dillard, swatting a bug on their ceiling, but her choice of songs has fans putting her on blast. Kelly was a prominent 90s R&B artist who is currently awaiting trial on charges of 1 count of conspiracy to receive child pornography, 2 counts of receiving child pornography, 4 counts of producing child pornography, 5 counts of enticement of a minor to engage in criminal sexual activity, and 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct justice. The charges sound hauntingly familiar to the ones Jill's brother, Josh Duggar, is currently facing after he was arrested last month on child pornography charges. On Saturday, Jill shared a video of Derick jumping up to swat a bug that was on their ceiling, and used R. Kelly's song "I Believe I Can Fly" as the background music. In the next slide, she shared a still photo of Derick, posing with the fly swatter, and she wrote, "Fly swatting pro right here, y'all. Do you think my previous story captures the song perfectly? We thought so." Fans took to social media to put Jill on blast for her song choice. A Reddit user shared a post and wrote, "Jill used an R. Kelly song for her video? Is she completely clueless? Was Jill really clueless about R. Kelly?" Other Reddit users chimed in, some of them claiming Jill was clueless about the R&B singer's criminal past. Yes, she probably is clueless considering she was forced to live under a rock for 20+ years. I mean, sure, educate yourself, but it's not reasonable to expect her to download all information from the pop culture iCloud in 3 years, one Reddit user commented. Other users commented that Jill was most likely ignorant to the fact that R. Kelly is a criminal, given her sheltered upbringing. Another user commented that it just seems painfully stupid for her to knowingly use an R. Kelly with everything that is happening with Josh Duggar. Jinger Duggar shares date night with Jeremy. In a social media post, Counting On star Jinger Duggar shared her sweet date night with her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, after a busy day. Jinger shared a picture of Jeremy eating fried olives. Meanwhile, Jeremy shared his own stolen shot of his wife. Apparently, the two just launched their book club and it's been successful so far. It also appears that the two are focusing more on their book instead of dealing with the family's recent controversies, especially Josh Duggar's child porn arrest. It also appears that most of Ginger's siblings have moved on from Josh's arrest as they start to share wholesome updates about their lives. Kendra Duggar and her sister Lauren look just like twins in a new photo just a few days after their mom gave birth to her 9th child. Their mom, Christina Caldwell, announced this past Friday she had welcomed another child to their growing family. Christina took to Instagram to share the snap of Kendra, 22, and Lauren, 21, which featured the sisters embracing one another and smiling. Christina, 41, captioned it, "When life is filled with Jesus, life is filled with joy. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full." John chapter 15 verse 11. People were loving the pic, with most commenting on how similar Kendra and her sister look. One person wrote, "Your oldest girl could be twins," while another added, "Beautiful picture." Christina and her husband, Paul, have a family of 9 kids, with the couple welcoming their youngest one this week. Right now you guys, I want to know what you think about this news. Share all your thoughts in the comment section below. Bye guys.